Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is my Marvel Spider-Man spectacular difficulty video walkthrough. This is Harry's passion project, and it's another one of those side missions that's introducing one of the sandbox activities. I don't know why I said just then randomly. I know exactly what I wanted to say, but apparently my brain is a detractor, as Darkside Phil would say. But if you move over to these purple glowing boxes on the rooftops, you're going to be given a rather environmentally sound piece of advice, and then you're going to follow it, and then that's the end of the mission. In this particular one, we're going to be snapping up smog, as the mission says. So you have to swing through these clouds. For the most, the detection on these clouds is really good, but because of the dramatic lighting, thanks to the time of day, which is 100% intentional, it can sometimes be a little bit difficult to see what part of the smoke cloud you need to move through. So don't worry if you're having issues understanding what triggers the detection and what doesn't. The clouds can kind of be hit and miss sometimes, but for the most, it's a mechanic that I think works pretty well. It's much better than it could be, let's say that much. And you have to get 8 samples. Once you get the 8 samples, we'll then be chasing some vehicles and taking pictures of them, which I think is a mechanic in this game that they should have really gone heavy into, because not only did Peter used to be, I'd nearly called him Pizza then, it's obviously Spider-Man's name, but not only did Peter used to be a photographer, but I feel like it's a much more natural activity to complement the movement. Because in this game, you can use your camera while you're moving, and it feels really, really cool to swing down, do a couple flips, go into the camera, take a picture quickly, and then come out of it without touching the ground. It feels awesome. But there's not that much of it in the main campaign. I don't know how much of it there is in the side missions, but I would replace a lot of the shit they have you doing with taking photos, because I just feel like it's a much more fun thing for me personally. But once again, that is completely 100% a selfish ask. That is my own personal bias coming through, which is essentially what most of my opinions are, right? Personal bias can be a bastard like that. But one of these smoke stacks is malfunctioning, so once you get the clouds, you have to take a picture of that as well, which is pretty cool. But let's finally talk about focus, shall we? Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I can. I might be able to. The idea is simple, guys, right? You do combos, you do moves, you do activities, you do cool things, and they incrementally add to your focus meter. When your focus meter's full, it gives you access to a heal or to a takedown, so you get to choose between damage or between survivability. Depending on your playstyle and how well you're doing will depend on which one you choose. This will then level up to level 2, so you can get 2 bars, and then level 3 and 3 bars. Some enemies can be taken down with 1 bar, some need 2, and probably some need 3. The system itself is quite interesting. The idea of building combat and playing well to heal yourself is something that I think is pretty awesome. I just feel like the takedown aspect of it is kind of cuckolding, because the takedowns are worthless. They really are. The power behind them is undermined by the fact that they don't work on everything without further incremental increases, and I think that that's just kind of stupid. But once again, I think that's because of all the Arkham programming in my brain. But thank you for watching, and you take care now.